A trace of displeasure flashed across Chase's eyes, and though he did his best to quickly conceal it, Celia saw right through him. She frowned and gave him a light slap on the arm. Scolding him, she said, "Why are you still standing there? Hurry up and think, Chad." He suppressed the anger in his heart and said dispassionately, "Thank you." "You're welcome," said Chad, who was smiling gleefully. While Chad may have been smiling now, he had been rather dismayed just moments ago upon hearing Chase's claim that he had contacted Dr. Zimmerman and scheduled the operation. He was still confused and so asked, "Did you really get Dr. Zimmerman to agree to Dottie's surgery?" Chase retorted, "What do you mean? Could you not?" "Knock it off, man," Chad said, tired of Chase's nonchalant attitude. "Do you even know who Dr. Zimmerman is? It would be nearly impossible for someone in your station to contract his services. I just think it's really insecure of you to lie to Celia just to impress her. I didn't expect you to be so prideful and stubborn." Chase narrowed his eyes, dissatisfied with Chad's arrogance. "How do you know for sure I'm just bragging?" he said. "That I didn't contact the doctor." "Chase Rothman," Celia interjected. She couldn't bear to watch their competition any longer. This time, she agreed with Chad. Chase's attitude was terrible. She said to him, "Chase, just stop. Let Chad handle the matter with Dr. Zimmerman. Why do you insist on involving yourself in things that don't concern you?" Chase was silent. Chad, on the other hand, grew excited at a new idea. He took out his cell phone and said, "Fine, Chase. Since you said you found Dr. Zimmerman, let's call him. Call him up now and ask him a question. I'll believe you then. If he knows you, I'll apologize." Celia was dismayed. "Chad, that's enough," she said. "Don't make the situation worse. He doesn't know Dr. Zimmerman, so just let things lie. Just handle it on your own." Chase snorted in frustration. Chad nodded and agreed to let the matter go. He didn't have the energy to bother with Chase anyway. He glanced at him and said, "If you can't walk the walk, then don't talk the talk. Someday, someone will teach you a lesson." At that moment, the door to the hospital room opened, and in walked Patricia and her sister Dorothy. There was something sour about Patricia's expression. It wasn't made any better by encountering Chase inside her daughter's hospital room. She scolded through gritted teeth.
"Why are you here again? You're everywhere. It seems like I can't get rid of you."
She waited for a moment before adding,
"Why aren't you leaving?"
As for Dorothy, she had walked into the room beside her sister with a wide smile on her face. She greeted everyone in a sickly sweet voice and then added in drawn-out tones, "Oh, look, Chase is here too. The whole family's here." Chase understood why his mother-in-law was so angry. Patricia and her sister had been competing since they were young girls. Originally, their parents had assumed with their age the girls' rivalry would diminish. And it did in time. But upon their respective marriages, the old habit reared its ugly head, and now not only them, but their children were in silent but serious competition with each other. Dorothy had a daughter who was 2 years younger than Celia. She had gotten married 2 years ago to a man from a well-to-do family who owned his own company. She and her husband were very well off, and for the past 2 years, that was all anyone in the family could speak about. Dorothy had won the son-in-law lottery. Patricia, on the other hand, only had Chase. She was not able to raise her head high in front of her family, and Dorothy took every chance she got to remind her of this fact. But she did so with the utmost of tact, like a wealthy, well-trained assassin of female competition. Now in Celia's hospital room, Dorothy was showing off her skills. Chase, so tell me, is your work going smoothly now? Are you still at the same company? What do you earn? 3 or 4,000 a month? She didn't even wait for Chase to answer before continuing. Oh, I have a marvelous idea. If you're not satisfied with your current work, I can ask Miles if their real estate company is hiring. He's doing very well, you know. I'm sure he could use a hand with the work that he is too busy and important to do himself. Oh, please say you'll think about it. We can arrange everything for you. Dorothy took off her long purple coat slowly and with purpose. Is there a coat rack in this room? I hate to just place this coat anywhere. You know, Miles insisted on buying me this jacket. It cost $5,000. I said it was over the top, but he insisted. He said the money was burning a hole in his pocket. Isn't that just crazy? Once again, she didn't wait for anyone else to speak. She was on a roll. I don't necessarily approve that he spends so much, but who am I to stop him? He's got so much that he doesn't even need to worry about it. Just think of your family. And I remind him that some people aren't as well off as he is. He should really save some of it. Speaking of, Patricia, are those the same clothes that I saw last with you when you were at home? I think it's wonderful that you're turning into the minimalist look these days. Patricia almost burst out in anger when she heard this. Who did her sister think she was? Did she come here to gloat? Why did she even bother to wear that gaudy coat if not to show it off? However, she also knew that she could back up her arrogance. Dorothy's family was wealthier than hers. It seems that her sister had been lucky where she herself had not. She looked around the room and her eyes settled on Chase. She began to unleash on him an all built-up rage.
See what Dorothy's son-in-law brought her? And look at you! What have you done for this family? All you're good for is hurting Celia and dishonoring this family.
All right, Mom, enough, said Celia when she heard this. She was very uncomfortable with the whole situation. Patricia wondered why her daughter couldn't see that Dorothy was here to show off. Was she able to fool others with her friendly demeanor? Celia turned to Dorothy and said, Auntie, why are you here? I heard that you were hurt and in the hospital. I came to see you. As Dorothy spoke, she placed a bottle of pills on the bedside table. She casually said, These are the vitamins that Miles takes. He said it's good for the body's recovery. He brought them on one of his international business trips. He takes a lot of those, you know? Celia just sighed and said, Thank you, Annie. And I'm doing just fine. Dorothy waved her hand. Since no one seems to be asking. Just then, Dorothy's gaze fell on Chad, who was standing quietly beside Celia. Her eyes shone brightly as she looked him up, down, and up. He was wearing the brand-name clothing and was very handsome. He radiated success from head to toe, and she was good at reading those things. She turned to her sister and asked, And this is? Patricia rushed in to introduce him.
This is Celia's friend Chad. His family is in business, jewelry among them. He's helping Celia with her recovery.
But it was too late. Dorothy had already drawn her own assumptions about Celia and Chad's relationship and what she presumed was Celia's. Oh my! Dorothy sneered sarcastically.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.